All right, hello everyone. We're back, hole number 2 here that I'm setting my bag up for. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Sniper. So if you guys have seen my Milano guides, I've been using Guardian pretty much exclusively in Tour 9 play. Big difference between Tour 9 play and a tournament. So we have a fixed wind. I know the wind. So I'm going to basically play my shots on these holes accordingly. And just try to hone in on those adjustments. If I mess up today, well, I can just go one more ring. It's more about memorization. So the accuracy and ball guide is going to be a higher priority than, say, going to shootout and winning. So you're going to see me basically for this entire guide use Sniper, but keep in mind in tour play I am using Guardian in my videos because I think it's a more rounded club to get you through all win scenarios, especially on holes like this. So this is, in my opinion, the toughest hole of this entire tournament, and we're going to focus on giving you guys a method that will give you guys a feasible attempt at eagle, but at the very least is hopefully going to keep you out of the rough and guarantee you a birdie. So it is going to be a rough bump shot that we're going to do here, but I'm not going to focus on the rough bump that you guys have been seeing me do. I'm going to do it on the first rough because it's huge. So you're going to see me, even though I'm going to be setting up more towards mid-club here, as you can see. Well, first off, I want to say, try to set your power, get it to about 3.5 bars or so, and utilize that full side spin. You're going to want to get that ball guide, pretty close to the bunker, but also a safe distance away. Aside from that, you're still going to need to do an overplay. So let's say for this 8 wind, for example, I'm going to play this one spot up 10. And I'm also going to put some curl. You can see how the guide, and notice how I'm doing 10 in one motion. But aside from that, we are going to try to curl it and try to get the ball going towards the hole additionally. And you can see in terms of that ring adjustment, it still might not have been enough. And you can see what I'm doing with my top spin might need to be just a tiny bit more top spin, but you don't want to get too carried away. So if you go into 4 bars there, you also got to be careful of running long through the back. So you do want to be a little cautious, but you can see with the way that I'm getting kind of aggressive towards that bunker. And in terms of my ring adjustment, it looked pretty spot on. Maybe I could have went an extra half ring to a ring and maybe just changed that to 4 top spin. But you can see that I could get it relatively online and give myself a really good chance to make that. The modifications that I would recommend for you guys is maybe almost putting it right on 4. But like I said, don't go into 4 too much into 4. And also focus on your land zone. So if you don't have sound ring play like me, and if you land more aggressively long, it's probably going to run through the back of the green into the rough. So be very critical with the way that you're aiming. Even for an 8 win there, I went 10 rings. You could get away with 10.5, 11 rings there, and just a little bit more topspin, but I wouldn't change too much more other than that. So you do want to be a little cautious. Give this hole the necessary respect that it deserves because you don't want this to creep up and give you a par. You can already see that my opponent here, using one of these new roulette wheels, put it in the sand here and, could potentially end up costing him. And there's a great ball out of the sand. You're not going to be able to get it, unfortunately, with a great ball coming from the sand. But what you can see is if you do miss back there, that you have a very straightforward, easy wind angle. So, good luck with that hole overall. I'm going to set you guys up to where, at the very least, you will give yourself a reliable birdie. It's going to run through that rough pretty consistently. I haven't seen it get stuck yet. I really do highly recommend that shot that I did. Just try to make minor tweaks on what I just did. Maybe just a tiny bit more topspin. Don't get carried away because I'm telling you, it will roll through that green. I've done it, and you want to be a little careful. So good luck there, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for a revision on hole 2.